So fitness routine before I came here, it just didn't exist. I never had one. I've got friends that go to the gym. They kept asking me to go and I was like, just not interested, not bothered, happy with the way I was, didn't see the point in anything. I used to get my fitness from the job I used to do as an electrician, and then obviously that's changed because I've gone from sort of electrician to site supervisor to project manager. So that kind of side of it edged out and it's now more desk-based. But again, I still didn't really do anything. Well, the main challenge I had was December. So December last year, I was in hospital for like 3 weeks, something like that. Caught pneumonia, I had type 2 lung failure. Didn't think I was coming out, to be honest. And obviously when you're in hospital, the only thing you can do is think. And I was like, something's got to change. You know, I need to come out, and there's a lot of things that have obviously caused me problems and I need to get rid of them. I would never say I was unfit, I just wasn't fit, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? I could get around and do stuff and pick stuff up, and obviously then it led me here through that incentive, and I've been here ever since. Do you know what I mean? And I'm just keep speaking to Harry about what's next, and this has led me to here basically. So the first time we came in, we did a session, and I walked out, and the stairs are up there. I couldn't walk up them stairs. My legs felt like jelly. And when I got back to the office, I sat down on my chair, well, slumped on my chair, should I say, sat down. I had to physically pick my arms up onto the desk, onto the keyboard. And I was like, that's really hurt, that. I really don't want to do that again. And then it got to Monday, and I was thinking, I'm actually looking forward to going again. Do you know what I mean? I feel like I've worked out, I feel better, but it can't be because of the gym, it's got to be something else, right? You know, you don't really tie those two things together. So then, came back again for a second session, same thing happened, couldn't walk up the stairs. Carried on getting pushed into it because it was our HR woman, Sam, that pushed me into it. And if somebody had given me a choice, I would never have started it. But the fact she said, no, you're going, that's brought me here, it's kept me here. And now I can come here, I can do an hour session, and I can take those stairs 2 at a time. That would never have happened. Would never have happened if I hadn't have just been pushed into it, started it. And as I said, the problem I have now isn't the gym, it's how I'm going to carry the gym on. And obviously we're having discussions now with the company to form something that we can now carry on and keep this as a regular thing. Well, Harry's always on the end of the phone, do you know what I mean? I've texted him outside, and you know, he'll always reply and he'll always help out. And it's great having that kind of support, even though, you know, you can go out and you can buy a PT guy, you know, and you can have him for an hour or whatever, 2 hours or whatever you want to do, but you don't have the connection, I don't think, because I've done it before in the past. And as much as that gym guy or that PT guy was nice, just didn't seem to have that sort of connection with him. Whereas Harry and Hugo, they're like brothers I've never had. You know, and it's really weird to say that out loud. Do you know what I mean? Because obviously they're here to do a job, and they just make that job more fun. Do you know what I mean? They make you feel more welcoming. And if you get to you know, something that you feel you can't do, they'll change that to allow you to be able to do it. And you know, I've gone from struggling to actually being able to do stuff. You know, climb stairs, I'm not out of breath. You know, I'm walking further, and it's all because of them too. It's all because of Harry and Hugo. This is going to sound really stupid now, but there's times when I'll find myself like at home and I'm watching TV, and I'll be reclined on my chair watching TV, and I'll be picking my legs up and just doing some crunches, and I'll catch myself doing it, and I'll be going, what are you doing? Put your legs down. Put your legs down, watch the TV. You know what I mean? You haven't got to do that. But the other day I went to Asda to go and buy food, and I'm looking at stuff differently. You know, I used to be oh, you know, 4 or 5 chocolate bars. You know, I could eat them quite happily. In fact, at BSN, they've got a tuck shop. I was probably their biggest spender at that tuck shop for like 4 or 5 weeks. I haven't bought a single thing from there since I started the gym, or since I come here with Harry. And I'm eating more fruit, and I'm seeing changes. And as I said, my sleeping pattern is unreal at the moment. My watch used to, because I used to struggle with sleep, my watch used to tell me, and it used to tell me I was a penguin, and I'd get a little bit of sleep here, a little bit of sleep there, a little bit of sleep there. The last few days, it's telling me I'm a bear, like I'm in hibernation, which is, you know what I mean, going from a penguin to a bear in the space of, I don't even know what it's been now, 2 months, 3 months, something like that. That's massive for me, that. And taking stairs, you know, when I visit sites, there's a lot of sites where, you know, lifts don't work, and you're up and down stairs, and I'd get to the top and need an oxygen lung, and I can do them stairs now. And it's only because of here. That's nothing else other than here. And that's the whole reason why I'm saying I can't stop. You know, I'm here now, it's got to carry on. Personally, I would just say, just book a session. Book a session, see what it's like. Because as I said, that's what happened with me. You know, I mean, I was completely anti-gym, you know, and I have been anti-gym for years. And I came here for that first session, which, as I said, was hard work. You know, and I left there knowing I'd been to a gym. You know, I mean, everything was hurting. But the community that he brings with it, and the friendliness and all that kind of stuff that comes in, doesn't make it feel like it's a gym session. You know, you end up chatting to the rest of the people working here as well. Same time. You start to learn their lives and what, you know, stuff that they're going through, and you just got to try it. You just got to take that first step. The first step is always the hardest. I remember, as I said, when I was in hospital, there's a saying, I think it's an old Chinese saying, and it's like the journey of 1,000 miles starts with a single step. That's all you got to do, one step, and it just leads on.